And good morning, everybody. It is Wonderful Wednesday with me, Claudia Rickard. Now, today I want to share with you some sleep strategies, some ways to help you if you do not sleep very well. Perhaps you may call it insomnia. Perhaps you do have insomnia. Perhaps you are going for sleep studies and finding that they're sticking these little electrodes onto you. You're in a different bed, and oh my goodness, you're really showing that you are only getting about 2 hours sleep or less than that because you're in a strange bed and have all these things stuck to you. Actually, what they're probably looking for is sleep apnea, which is a condition, and you may well need something like a CPAP machine so that you are not startling yourself awake all the time because you've actually stopped breathing. And that really can affect sleep. And so you do need a sleep study for that. A lot of my colleagues help people with sleep issues. It's true. It is one of those things that is vitally important for our health. It really is. And if you are not getting enough sleep, then these strategies may help you. So first of all, we always look at people's sleep hygiene. Okay, so what are you doing? I always get curious. These are some of the things I get curious with. How many coffees do you drink in the day? When do you stop drinking coffee? When do you stop eating? At what time do you stop eating? 8 o'clock is a good time to stop eating. What time are you stopping looking at your phones? Okay, this is a huge one. People are literally on their phones all the time, and we'll take them to bed with them. And they call it doom scrolling now, and then you close that off, and then they're meant to go to sleep. Okay, this has become like a right arm. Soon, I mean, it feels as though our children are going to be coming out of the womb with these attached to their hands. Seriously. So I invite you to read before you actually go to sleep. So many people I know have great big television screens in their bedrooms and watch TV at night. Will have snacks by the side of their bed and keep drinking. And then, of course, you are going to keep getting up to go to the bathroom in the night. So, yes, limit your drinking at night time. However, please make sure that you are well hydrated throughout the day. I'll share a little secret with you. I used to get up a lot in the night to go to the toilet until a colleague of mine, she said, and this is actually a friend, Gila Zach, she said to me something that another colleague of hers had said was, if you wake up in the night, go to the bathroom the once, because you'll probably only need to empty your bladder once. After that, if it wakes you up or you think it's woken you up, or you've woken up because of the biorhythms, because we do go up and down in sleep, say to yourself, shh, bladder, shh. Just treat it like a little animal and just go shh. And nurture it back to sleep, almost as though it's like a little hamster. Just go shh, shh. I have been doing that for like a year and a half now since she has said that. In fact, it might be 2 years. I don't wake up in the night anymore at all because I trained my bladder to just go back to sleep. I absolutely love that. And I've had 3 children. So, I really thought that was why I was getting up so much. And it wasn't. It was just that I got used to doing it. So it can become a habit. Now, what else are we doing? So I always get curious. Are you exercising late at night? Are you one of those people who has a squash court game, racquetball, whatever you're doing at 8, 9 o'clock at night? Again, you're getting busy like that. That doesn't always affect everybody, but it does affect most people. I invite you to have a warm bath before you go to sleep. However, I did that the other night. It was too hot, and then that kept me awake. So make sure that you can cool down enough and afterwards as well. The temperature of your room is really important. So it has to be at the right temperature for you. I know that sometimes if I'm too cold and my feet are too cold, I need to wear bed socks because I can't go to sleep if my feet are cold. In the summertime, when it is so boiling, I have to have air conditioning. I do like it if there is a fan. We don't have one in our room, but people do have fans here, and that can always be useful. So the temperature of the room, if it's dark enough, I actually wear little sleepy things. What is it called? An eye mask over my eyes now, and that really helps. I do wear earplugs as well because occasionally my husband snores. If not, I just kick him. And he does stop. Now, again, funny enough, I get a lot of people who say to me, can you hypnotize my husband to stop smoking? No, I cannot, but I can help you to embrace the snoring, to enjoy it. This works if you love your husband, because actually then you're grateful that you have someone there next to you. And it's like with every snore you hear, you'll go deeper into your deep relaxation. So yes, we will do that for people as well. Now, if somebody has insomnia and they do get up a lot, they're up, they get up and they can't go back to sleep, then I invite you to think about what you will do with your bonus hours. There are just some people who do not need that much sleep. And as we get older, we can need less sleep. This is true. I always know that I sleep so much better if I get more fresh air. Fresh air will do it. How much fresh air have you had during the day? I know it can be hot in some places. Get out and walk anyway. Get up earlier. Go out and walk. Go for a walk again later at night. Not so that your heart's pumping, like I said before, with a load of exercise, but a nice gentle stroll. Fresh air, fresh air, fresh air. When I used to camp in England, I slept so well, so soundly because of sleeping outside in the fresh air. It really does help. It makes a big difference. There are so many little things that you can do. Reading is a really good one before we go to sleep at night. The actual bed where you sleep has two functions. It's where you have sex and it's where you sleep. And if you are doing all sorts of other activities in your bed, then it becomes that's the place where you do all sorts of other activities. So I invite you to keep it to limit it to two things. And I also use this. So if you are a caregiver, if you are, and that includes if you're a mum, all right, because we're caring for our children. And if you have little ones, then you're awake a lot during the night, or you've always got one half eye open. Then this is what I say to myself, or I used to say when my children were little, and is what I invite people, if they are care partners of somebody, an elderly relative, if their partner has a neurocognitive disorder, dementia, this is what you can do. I will be waking up just enough to do what I need to do, and then I can go back into a deep sleep, so that we are only just half awake. So you may just be going to settle a child again, to do what you need to do. Same with going to the bathroom and waking up just enough to do what I need to do, and then I can go back into a deep sleep. If a thought comes into your head, physically let it go. And that's my monkey story, which I could do on here, but I won't. I'll save that for another day. There's lots of other videos with me doing the monkey story, but just literally get your hands and let it go, whatever that thing is. Okay, just let it go. Do it. Keep doing that. If that negative thought, if that just thought, in fact, last night, what did I do? At the moment, I'm writing a book. So I had this thought, of course, come in, and I literally rolled over. And this is again what I do every night. I have a little bit of pad by the side of my bed, and every night I write 5 things that I'm grateful for, 5 things that I have achieved during the day, and 5 things I want to achieve the next day. And I had that pad of paper by my bed, and I reached over And because I had this book, this thought of something to add to my book, and I wrote it down. It's pretty illegible. However, I got it out, and I do remember what I wrote now, and I do know it because I actually wrote it out. Isn't that brilliant? Because otherwise, I know that I would have been going, don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. And then I would have been staying awake all night, trying not to forget it, and I wouldn't have got any sleep. However, so I wrote it out. So always have a pad and pen by the side of your bed so that you can get any wonderful thoughts, because actually, this is why sleep is so wonderful for us, because we do go into our creative side a lot of that time, and we can get these wonderful aha moments. And when we have one of those, we want to write it down. Even a dream, if you're into your dreams, then you can write it down straight away, and it's pretty cool. So I invite you to do that. Now, there are so many other things that you can do, and this is something else that really helps when you are trying to go to sleep. If you have your eyes closed and then count backwards from 10 down to 0. However, when you're at number 10, I'd like you to roll your eyes in a number 9. When you are at 9, roll your eyes in an 8, but it'll have to be a sideways 8. When you are at 8, do a 7. Now you get the picture of what you're doing, counting backwards and counting the number before that, doing that with your eyes, rolling your eyes. You are doing left and right movements, and you are tiring your eyes out, and you will go to sleep. I do that a lot. And I will also sometimes count backwards from 100 and backwards, and again, do it with my eyes. And I sure enough get, my eyes get tired, and they will go to sleep. So those are some suggestions that you can do. Again, lavender helps, the essential oil lavender. You can put that neat on your temples. You can get a grounding sheet. Again, watch your caffeine, watch your alcohol levels, and the news. I don't listen to the news before I go to sleep. Why would I? I will listen to it in the morning because I quite like to know what's going on. But it's no, not before bed. Oh, it's just like I don't want that in my mind. So I invite you to, again, just notice what you are doing, notice what you can do differently, and use some of those suggestions. It's as I say, I'm just putting them out there for you because sleep is vitally important for our health. It is like an elixir. It is a superpower. It's a super thing that we can all do. And there was There was some basketball team, and what their extra power was, actually they always had a lot of sleep. And it was quite interesting how much extra energy that gave them. People always think, oh no, I've got to, and if I don't wake up and at this early time, then I'm not worthy for some reason. Actually, you are worthy to get that extra sleep. 8 hours is good. 9 hours is absolutely fabulous. Just notice what you notice, and from what I've said, I know I've said it quickly because I do talk quickly. Not always, but I do most of the time. Then hopefully you have gleaned some information from there, something that will help you to sleep better. Free your fears and fulfill your future with Claudia Rickard, the English hypnotist. Bye. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks.